And we're going to be talking about the short sale process and the bank's relocation money. So if that's you, if you're interested in finding out all about what it takes to get a short sale started and the process and the possibility of getting some relocation money, stay tuned and remember to stay to the end and smash that like button. That helps with my algorithms so we can get this information out to more people and help as many people as we possibly can. And always tap that subscribe button and click the little bell so you get notified of all the updates, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between, what it is about short sales, your options, the changes in the whole banking industry, all that stuff. And today we're going to start with the short sale process. So hold tight, sit back, get your pen out and piece of paper. And if you don't have a piece of paper or a pen and you're in your car or something, hey, you can always give us a call, shoot us a text, comment below. We'll get that information out to you, and all the links will be down below to our Facebook short sale advisor page, and also Joe's company's KJD resolutions. So without further ado, here we go with the short sale process.
Hey again, everybody. Joe Vance here with KJD Resolutions. We're going to talk about the process today, and the process is different for every bank. Every bank, for example, has a different short sale package. Usually it's about the same kind of material, but every bank is different. Some banks don't have an application. We have a standard application that we use that they accept. It's usually the smaller banks, but every bank has a loss mitigation department, which we work with to do the short sale. If you are think that you are a candidate for a short sale right now, the best thing to do is contact Barbara and I, and we will get you in the right direction. For example, if it's a Wells Fargo or a short sale, we have contacts at corporate Wells Fargo, and we have the short sale package. The first thing to do is contact us. That's
very important.
Very important before it gets too bad.
Yeah, and Joe, like for some of our viewers out there, they really might not understand. What is a short sale? Can you define what the short sale actually means?
Now people don't know what a short sale is, but a short sale is when you have a loan for a certain amount for a home, but your house isn't worth that amount. So let's say you owe $500,000 on your house. Well, the value's gone down. The house is only worth $400,000. So we get the bank to say, "Hey, bank, the house is only worth $400,000. Will you take this $400,000 to pay off this $500,000 loan we have here, because we can't sell it for anymore?" And the banks, 9 out of 10 times, will say yes.
There you go.
And that's
that's the short end of the stick.
That's the short story about how a short sale is.
Yeah.
And in the early 2000s when this first started, I had at one point 300 short sales at a time just in Virginia. The values dropped, and everybody, it happens to the best of us. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
And people just don't even realize, do they, Joe? Because, the market is hot, especially now. We're in 2022. Yep. There's a lot of red flags out there that I've discussed in other of my YouTube videos, so check them out. But, the market is shifting, it is changing, and just overnight, you could be a regular sale, and then you'll be a short sale, just in a blink of an eye.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And it's something right now, like people just say, they put it on the wayside, especially people that are having hardships, they lost a job or lost an income, I'll catch up, and then they wait too long and they get that foreclosure letter like we talked about before.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's too late to be a short sale. So it's very important to call us. The process starts when you realize is identifying that you're a short sale candidate. And
there you go. Step number one.
Step number one is identifying a short sale candidate.
Identify that you're a short sale candidate, and one way that they could do that is reach out to us. Let us come by and let us do a market analysis of your property to let you know the day that we come out, that's what the value would be worth. We'll give you a range. But if you come back with us 7 days or 14 days later or 30 days later, the market could have really shifted 180 degrees. So it's really important just to keep up and be aware of what the market's doing.
Yeah, and there's no fee to contact us. Like I said, we talked about there's no fee that we're going to charge. And another thing is with short sales is to contact the bank and to why should I do a short sale? I'll just let it go to foreclosure. I don't have time for it. Well, at foreclosure, they're going to come after you for the deficiency. They're going to, put a lien on against you. They put a judgment against you. Where a short sale is a full forgiveness of the debt. We even actually try to get you some relocation money. Now the banks have kind of realized, hey, short sales are a lot cheaper than foreclosures, because if a bank has to foreclose, they're spending tens of thousands of dollars in court fees, attorney fees.
Tons of money.
So it's important to them to save money, of course, and the way to do that is the short sales. They were like, how can we get more people to short sale? How about we do relocation fees? Because a lot of people that are in a short sale situation don't have money to move.
Yeah, you might be in that situation yourself. You may have lost your job and you're behind on your payments. Maybe it's a health situation. What other situations one would qualify for a short sale?
You just nailed them both.
Those are the two
loss
main
of income
ones.
and loss of employment. And also, it may not be that. It just may be, hey, I just lost. I couldn't make my payments.
Okay.
A lot of divorce situations, I do short sales. Bankruptcies.
Bankruptcies, there you go. What about people that I think, my job's going to be downsizing and stuff, and I see in the foreseeable future that I may not be able to keep making these mortgage payments and I don't want to get behind and stuff. Is that something that the bank would consider?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I even have military men and women that do short sales because they have to get relocated to another, they get new orders.
That's right. We've worked with them in the past.
That's right.
We have.
And military homeowners are worried. Well, I can't do a short sale. It's going to go against I'm going to lose my security clearance.
That's
no,
right. That is very important to a lot of people because even those that have high security clearance, we have done short sales for them, and we've been able to successfully do them and not lose your security clearance.
Foreclosure, they will lose their security clearance, so it's important. So with short sales, if it's a VA loan, it's called a VA compromise.
There you go, VA compromise.
Yes, you can look that up. And we actually, we go to the VA and say, look, here's the orders. I forgot I think it's P&C orders or something like that. I forgot the name of it.
PCSing.
PCS orders.
I got some military family, so.
My wife is in the Navy, so she's going to yell at me for that one. Not doing that.
That's okay. It's all good.
Yeah, we get orders. And we show the bank here's their orders to get relocated, and it's very easy. VA compromise only take about 30 days. You don't have to really show them anything else like bank statements, pay stubs, which we're going to talk about here in a little bit, what the bank wants from you when you do a short sale.
So if you're a veteran out there and you're getting PCS orders to go somewhere out of the state or even just 50 miles.
Especially in this area, Virginia, you got Quantico, you got all these bases.
AP Hill, Dahlgren, we could just keep on going on the list. And we got tons of them down in Virginia Beach. I know that for sure. My son was stationed down there, but he's got moved around.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, if you think you're a candidate for short sale, give us a call. The process is, we make it very easy. There's a lot of realtors I work with that just don't have the time. I've worked with in the past, and the homeowners don't have the time because you literally have to sit on hold if you don't know anybody. So we have little secrets that we do. You kind of push the short sales a little quicker than others. And you're sitting on hold for hours because with Corona coming back, they kind of shortened the staff at the loss mitigation department. So you used to have 10 people in loss mitigation. Now they only have 2. Yeah,
but the good thing is that we've heard that come July they're opening up some of their call centers.
Yes, they are.
Which, yay, finally, that people won't be working from home and you hear the kids in the background and stuff and they've got their files. Now they'll all be together. And the benefit of them being in the call center is if you're a newer loss mitigation specialist that you're on the phone and you have
you don't know the answers.
Yeah, you don't have the answer. Yeah. Hey, Sally's going to be right next to you, or Joe around the corner. And stuff right there. So we're really, really happy about that.
But if you just call us, then you won't have to deal with any of that. So, but
True.
yeah, absolutely. So, and one of the things is, like I talked about before, just if you don't use us, just make sure you're careful about who you use. Do your research.
Definitely do your due diligence.
I have a lot of phone calls. I just had some last week where, hey, I just gave this company. They said they were a law firm. I gave them $5,000 to stop my foreclosure. It was in 2 weeks. They said everything was fine. I get to the foreclosure date. I get a call that my house was foreclosed on. And I already gave them $5,000. I tried to call them back. The number was changed. There are people that actually go online and look to see, it's public record. once a house goes to foreclosure.
And a lot of people don't realize that, because you're probably wondering, if
Why
you're
are
one of
these
these
people
people,
calling me? Yeah.
why are these people calling me, or why am I getting all these letters in the mail? Well, once it actually gets that foreclosure date on there, then it's at the law firm. So we could go up to XYZ law firm, XYZ law firm, and I could see Harry, Joe, Sally, all of them on the list
And
there.
the date is going, time is going.
The date, the time, everything. And then as us, as realtors, we have access to the MLS, so we can find out kind of like where you're at in regards to some of the stuff. Although, when we take a short sale, another part of the process is we run title.
Yes.
So what is title?
Now, title,
Why is that so
that's
important for us
question,
to...
Barbara. Because a lot of people that are during hardships, they don't know what else is attached to their house. So they may have a car that was confiscated by the bank that's actually lien now against their house. Or I get a lot of HOA.
Oh yeah,
liens.
those are big.
So
People
if you're
stop
not making
paying.
your mortgage payment, you're not making your HOA payment. So
Yeah, what else are you not paying?
So what we're good at is another thing. So HOA lien can be very expensive because there's not just the lien itself; it's actually attorney fees and all these other late fees.
Oh,
so
it
we
could
actually,
add up.
It can add up. So we negotiate with the bank. So let's say we just did a case where they owed like $20,000 in HOA fees, and the bank would only give, I think it was like $5,000 towards the HOA, and we were able to negotiate it down for them, except $5,000. And our argument was, hey, if this goes to foreclosure, you get nothing. So you might
This
as well
is true.
Get, so hey,
5,000 is better than nothing.
right, exactly. So we do the extra, go the extra mile to help the homeowner get some of those judgments and stuff down. Medical bills, I get a lot. Mary Washington in this area, Fredericksburg.
Very much
I'm on
so.
a first name basis with their department.
He's got an easy button. Zing zing.
Mary Washington Hospital.
Mary Washington.
And we get a lot of liens released from there. So they can. The reason why we have to do that is because you have to have clear title to sell a property. So if you get all these judgments and liens, we got to clear them before we can transfer title to the owner. And if it's a short sale, we got to negotiate all this down, and the money coming from the bank has to cover that. So so we might have bank, you're going to have to accept this much of the money, and the rest of the money is going to pay off these liens.
Yeah.
And and that's what we do. And we make sure when we get the approval letter, we'll call you and say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, or Mr. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so, we got your short sale approved, and here's in the fine print where it says you reported to the credit bureau as paid in full, and there's no lien, everything's great. And on that letter would be the qualification for the money that you get for relocation on the approval letter.
Everything's all in one simple little
it's
letter.
in writing, it's something that it's something important to me that before we even say yes to the offer from the bank, we make sure all their T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, and make sure you're protected.
Yeah.
And that's something I've got with years of experience to know what kind of short sale helps every homeowner. And so with the process, it's a lot of documents to get together, but I promise it's worth it.
Yeah, most definitely. So one, like I heard Joe say earlier, one is awareness. Go to your mailbox. Make sure you open the mail after you go to the mailbox. 2, contact a professional short sale specialist like myself and Joe's company who work together hand in hand. 3, gather the documents that are necessary. And Joe, what would those documents be?
Well, if you go on our website, kjdresolutions.com, you can actually pull up an authorization letter from our company.
There you go.
And that's step 1. Give us permission to talk to the bank to kind of see where you are. Let's say you were just denied for a loan modification. And usually when you're denied for a loan modification, they give you other options. One of the bad ones is a deed in lieu.
A lot of people. I had one years back when short sales were like a dime a dozen, and went to the house to ask them, how can we help them and stuff, and they're like, oh, we're thinking about doing a deed in lieu, and we're like, hey, did you really realize the implications of a deed in lieu? Because you're going to do the same amount of paperwork that you would for a short sale, however, it's going to show up on your credit. Charged off.
Yeah, which is not a full forgiveness.
Yeah, so they can come after you.
Yeah. So let's say you do a deed in lieu, and they kind of dress it up. It's called cash for keys. They'll offer you like $1,000 just to get the keys from you. And it's kind of the same thing as a foreclosure, except you're saving them the money for court costs and things like that.
Yeah, you're gonna need that $1,000 and some.
Yeah. So with the deed in lieu, just make sure you do your homework. on it. And if you get a deed in lieu, an offer letter, make sure you take it to a professional to look at it and just kind of weigh your options, because that's important. Also, I have a lot of clients that I don't want to do a short sale. I want to try to do a loan modification. Well, if you're doing a loan modification and you don't have an income, they're gonna say no.
Deny.
So what they do, unfortunately, they look for debt to income. So they ask for all your debt, and then they ask for all your income, and that's how they approve a short loan modification. So if you have zero income and all this debt, but the thing is they kind of string it along. Yeah. They won't tell you no until, oh, by the way, the foreclosure's tomorrow, and you got denied.
Yeah. So if we've known lots and lots of people.
So if you're in a loan modification and you're on like month 3 and you're asking for pay stubs over and over again, bank statements over and over again, repeat documents that you've already sent.
Warning sign.
Please, that's a big warning sign.
Comment below if that's you, because we need to get in touch with you and help you out. Yeah. And let you really know the real deal and what's going on.
Even if you're in a loan modification, give us a call. I can find out in 5 seconds where you are. With my contacts at different banks. I don't care what bank it is. I've worked with them all. I'm not trying to sound cocky or anything, but I've done a lot of them. And I know what number to, who to call and just to see. But again, you have to sign that authorization letter. We just ask for your loan number, your name, bank, and I can send it to them and say, hey, they gave me permission to speak about where they are in their loan modification. Yep. So I can see if they're stringing you along. That's something that happens to a lot of people. I can't stress enough. People always say, gosh, Joe, I wish I listened to you, because they did exactly what you said they do. They kept asking for bank statements, taxes. I sent them already time
and time again.
Yeah, and I'm not saying they're.
And I know a lot of you guys don't have a fax machine, so you're having to get these documents, either going to your bank, going to the local, Kinko's to get a fax, sent out. So it's costing you money, it's costing you time, you're aggravated, you're frustrated. Hey, just let us do all the heavy lifting and give us a call and reach out and, let us set you on the straight and narrow on how we can really help you and help your family and know what you are getting into when you're doing that loan mod, or even if it's for you. So planning ahead, will definitely help you, in the long run. So getting all those documents together, and then after they get all these documents together, what happens next, Joe?
Well, we like to send them to like I said, we have different ways of doing things. So an average person, if they're doing a short sale, sometimes realtors like to negotiate them themselves. They'll send it to the loss mitigation department by fax. And it takes a long time to get up in their system. Yeah. And what we do is we kind of send it right to them. Them being the people that say yes and no.
Yeah. And that's important because we've got the contacts and we've got the resources. So having done over 3,500 short sales successfully and helped so many homeowners either stay in their home, finding a way for them to stay in their home, and or helping them with that loan mod or the short sale, it's really, really important that you work with somebody that knows what they're doing and they don't ask for anything up front. Our consultation up front, there are no fees. Joe's consultation, there is no fees to get that authorization form signed and get it to the bank. So at the end of the day.
And also on our website, if you have a question and you want to remain anonymous, we have a answer questions little tab. You can go on kjdresolutions.com, go to contact us, and you can type your question, and I can answer it. Also, you can below ask the question here on YouTube, right?
Yep, we got everything there. Joe's
That'd
link.
Be the easiest way to do it.
Joe's link will be at the bottom. Yeah. So just if you're clicking Joe's link and you sign that authorization form, just put on there, Barbara Jennings, just so he knows that. Hey, we saw you guys on that YouTube video, and we working together here.
Yeah. Well, and so we hopefully hear from you soon. And again, please reach out. The worst thing that happens is people try to hide it. It'll go away.
Put their head in the sand. Yeah. It's like, I know you guys are really, really frustrated at this point.
And it's just because it's a really hard situation for people because usually it's a house they've made memories in, and they've raised their kids in it, and now it's that time. And really, foreclosures are really something you don't want to have. And
No, you definitely don't. And if you do a short sale and you complete one, depending upon your
real quick,
circumstance,
and you can actually buy a house again in 1 year. It
that's
used to
what
be
I was
4
just
years.
gonna say.
See, we think alike. Yeah, you know that, girl.
I was gonna say, if the right circumstances and everything, so you got to get in touch with this. First off, you buy a house in a year, 2 years, and worst case scenario is 4 years. So
in foreclosure, it's 5 to 6 years if you ever even buy a house.
Because there's just the lender side of it. They've just gotten so strict, and even if you did. Having a
if you got a loan
foreclosure,
recently, you know what we're talking about.
your interest rate's going to be up there, even though your credit score has gotten up there. But anyway, remember to reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, contact us however you like. Again, there'll be just stuff in the description, links and stuff that you could follow. And remember to tap that subscribe button and click the little bell so you get notified of all the different videos that we're doing, the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything that there is about short sales. And as these start getting more and more onto the market, we're going to be telling you guys some stories and some time frames about how long a short sale actually takes.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Joe.
Thank you. You're
We'll see
welcome.
you on